The first step that changes everything. Why your beginning matters more than you think. Opening scene. Every great story begins with a moment. Not a perfect one. Not a loud one. Just a step, small, uncertain, trembling, yet powerful enough to change everything that comes after it. Today, I want to talk to you about the most important first step in your life. The one that decides who you can become, and the one most people never take. Scene 2. The universal struggle. We all want a better life. A stronger future. A version of ourselves we can be proud of. But before transformation comes hesitation. Fear whispers. You're not ready. What if you fail? What will people think? And so we wait. For the perfect day. The perfect opportunity. The perfect feeling. But here's the truth. Perfect moments don't create beginnings.
Boas decisões do.
Scene 3. The power of a single step. Think about every meaningful story in history. The hero didn't start as a hero. The leader didn't start as a leader. The successful didn't start as successful. They all began with one step. A step toward discipline. A step toward healing. A step toward faith. A step toward a dream others could not yet see. The world around them didn't change first. They did. That's the hidden power of a first step. It doesn't instantly transform your life, but it transforms your direction, and direction is destiny. Scene 4. Small steps, big impact. Examples appear on screen. A student opening a book after months of procrastination. An overweight man tying his running shoes. A broken person writing in a journal for the first time. A young woman walking into her first job interview. None of these steps are dramatic.
No aplausos. No spotlight. No celebration.
But those tiny, quiet beginnings have something in common. They set off a chain reaction. A small step becomes a habit. A habit becomes growth. Growth becomes transformation. Transformation becomes a story that inspires others. And it all starts with the courage to begin. Scene 5. Why most people never begin. Let's be honest. Starting is scary. It exposes our weaknesses. It forces us to face our excuses. It strips away the comfort of staying the same. But the biggest reason people never begin? Because they underestimate the power of now. They tell themselves, tomorrow, next week, when I'm more confident, when I have more time, when life gets easier. But tomorrow is just a softer word for never. Your future demands action now. Not when you feel ready, but when you decide you're done waiting. Scene 6. Your breakthrough moment. Maybe your first step is finally learning a skill you've been afraid of. Maybe it's starting the business you've planned for years. Maybe it's standing up for yourself, forgiving someone, leaving a toxic environment, or simply choosing to believe that you deserve better. The size of the step doesn't matter. Your direction does. Because once you change direction, your destination changes with it. This is what separates dreamers from doers. Dreamers think about the mountain. Doers take one step toward it. Scene 7. A story to inspire action. Let me tell you a story. A young man once decided he wanted to change his life. He didn't have money. He didn't have confidence. He didn't have support. He didn't have a plan. But he had one decision.
To start.
He read one page a day. He worked on one idea. He woke up 10 minutes earlier. He made one small choice to grow, every single day. Within a year, he wasn't the same person. Not because he moved fast, but because he moved consistently. Greatness doesn't start with talent. It starts with a beginning. Scene 8. Your call to action. Now, I want you to imagine something. Imagine your life 1 year from now. If you start today, imagine your confidence, your spiritual life, your relationships, your income, your peace, your strength, your future, all transformed because you had the courage to take one step. Not the biggest step, not the perfect step, just the first step. Scene 9. The truth you need to hear. Here's the truth most people never hear. You don't need to see the whole path. You don't need to feel brave. You don't need approval. You don't need everything figured out. You just need one thing. Movement. Because the moment you move, fear loses power, doubt loses volume, and your future begins to shift in your favor. Closing scene, inspirational ending.
Take the step.
Even if it's small, even if you tremble, even if no one understands, because one day you'll look back and realize that was the moment everything changed. That was the moment your story truly began. That was the moment you became who you were meant to be. Your most important first step in life is the one you take today. Every journey changes the world. Yours begins now.